behind to come win the game. Hopefully there's a few more goals in this competition.
This is the game as a coach and as a team that the Pens have gone into, saying, girls, this is the game you can win. This is the game as underdogs. You go in, you throw everything you have into it, and they're showing it here. They've defended like Trojans. Their goalkeepers had an absolute stormer of a game to keep them in the game, and then they've just taken their chance getting into the D here, scoring an amazing goal, going 1-0 up. Now it's all about defending, fighting for that ball, and when they do get another opportunity, maybe slotting another one. But this is what you call hockey. Underdog mentality, getting in there, causing a little bit of a stir. But now is the A side going to come back, be calm, cool, collected, and know that they still have, 6 minutes of this chukka and then another chukka. So 21 minutes to bring back the scoreline.
Just to bring it back to that goal, that was fantastic bit of play. I saw a lot of the goals stopped because they thought there was an infringement. However, you got to play to the whistle, and then the Penn side goals took their chance. Now the A side goals almost converting a chance in goal, but Jade has had an outstanding game in that goal box. And I firmly believe that the first 2 minutes after you just scored a goal is your most vulnerable period for you to concede a goal.
Yeah, a lot of coaches will say big 5 minutes. So you mentioned 2 minutes. A lot of coaches will say big 5 minutes, meaning concentrate for those 5 minutes. The team will shout big 5 minutes just to keep their concentration levels up. It happens a lot. It happens that teams go and score a goal and they go, oh, okay, thank goodness we've scored our goal now we can have a little bit of a relax. But actually it's the opposite, because the team that's just conceded go, we don't want to concede a goal, so off we go and we'll try and push back to get a goal. So that's what it's all about.
And Emily Bestadenode, number 6 of the A side, is leading the line up front. She is the workhorse in midfield, trying to push her team to go get a goal so they can be back in this contest.
See, Michael Falcon has said, well done Pens, you got this, great effort. And that's, I'm guessing, a relative of Kiara, number 8 in the Pen side.
Ooh, and Nina Adlam unfortunately misplaces the pass, and now the Penn side girls can just slow it down, calm their heads. Alex Wilkin taking her time on the ball, plays reverse stick pass back all the way to Kiara Williams, and intercepted by Emily Bestadenode. Crash ball into the circle, touch, she shoots, and it's a save. Jade is on fire. If there's one person on the field that you want absolutely amped and pumped up for a game, it's definitely got to be the goalkeeper, and Jade is bringing it for her team, doing her job to a tremendous standard.
Clever tactic by the Penn side, just slowing the game down a little bit.
And you and I spoke a bit about football at the start of the match. Alex Wilkin, do you think she was watching a bit of Jose Mourinho wasting time with that tactic she did there?
Oh, definitely. Very clever.
That comes from the experience. Also, she's a player with a lot of experience. Recently made her debut for the Milnerton Ladies first team, playing in the Grand Challenge division. 16 years old and playing GC hockey. And she's showing that experience she gained as she's leading the line and driving her team forward as the captain of the Under-16 Western Province Pens Girls. It's a long corner for the Under-16 girls. Driving down the right-hand touchline, gets the ball into the circle. And Sienna Gracer almost with a chance to score, unfortunately hits the foot, and it's a free hit out. And Alexa not on the ball. With another aerial ball into midfield. Jody blows on the ball, distributing wide. Ooh, and that is a crunching tackle. We got a wonder, is she okay? Famke from the Pens goals, taking a body to the head, shoulder to the head. But she looks tough, and she's going to walk it off and keep playing. Now we have Maria Ings on the ball, distributing to Erin. And they win a free hit in the third quarter of the field. Erin Hinneke on the ball again.
Some tired legs out there now. A minute to go in this third chukker. Passes are going astray.
Sienna Gracia applying the pressure, still with a full press. Ooh. Almost wins the ball. And Alexa Knott gets the ball on the left-hand touchline. Gives a long ball into midfield. It's intercepted, and Emily Poseidon almost getting the ball out of that high pressure situation. And Jody blows, calms the game down a bit. Gives the ball to Emma Nell. Paige Thomas on the ball at the moment, and gives it to Top D. To Jody blows, unfortunately couldn't get the correct connection. Maria Ings on the ball again. Does a bit of skill to get past Emma Nell. And she's passed, and she's using the pace she has, the last bit of energy. Last bit of energy into that last 10 seconds of the game. And so I got to tell you, this is a phenomenal contest, with the Pens goals leading the A-side goals 1-0. It's 1 goal to the good.
Gerard, going into this last chukker now, again, I asked you in the first chukker, but now that you only have a chukker left, okay, you're a goal up or a goal down, what are your points that you give your team from both sides?
Ultimately, it's 1 or 2 points, and the rest is just motivation, if I'm quite honest. So, if it was regards to a press, quickly sort out the press. If it's regards to outlet, quickly rectify the outletting process. And from there on, it's just trying to get these goals, just to get so hungry and to go get touched out and dig in and try and go win the game. Ultimately, the team who wants it more is going to run the extra yards, crunch those extra tackles, and put everything out on the line to not concede a goal and to go get the goals. So if I know Coach Louise, she is hammering the instruction and is motivating those goals, that they know they've got a job to do and they have to go out there and put in a performance that they can go out and win this game. And Coach Bianca is taking a more softer approach to her goals. With this 2-minute chukker break, ultimately it's trying to get everybody on the same page and to get everybody focusing on the same goal. So what I like to do is I like to instill micro achievements. So I would say micro achievement for the Penside goals would be clean sheet, score another goal, and if we lose the ball, you just gotta sprint back to Top D as micro achievements for this game. A-side goals, micro achievements would be score 2 goals, keep a clean sheet, and get stuck in. The shout from the goals, the A-side goals, shout province. And what is fascinating to me is the Penside goals don't shout province, they don't shout Pens, they shout team, as this is a team game. And that mindset has ultimately gotten the Penside goals 1-0 up. I see the A-side girls tried a little Dutch tactic there. Don't keep the ball, give it to the opposition, and then we'll press the life out of you.
I think the A-side have to put as much pressure as they can now to win the ball back as quickly as they can every single time. So if they do lose it, or if they do unfortunately give the ball away, then they're going to have to press as hard as they can. They are the team that's down. They're going to have to give everything, like you said. It's all about the want.
Emmanuel on the ball now, gives a ball. Little hatch pass into the middle of the field. Trapped by Jody Blows, driving into the circle. And a mistrap from Isabella. Unfortunately, it goes out for a 16-yard hit for the Penside girls. If I was Coach Bianca, I'd just tell my team, calm it down. Take your time with the free hits. Take your time collecting the ball. Ultimately, try and waste as much time as possible. Put as much pressure on to the A side as you possibly can. Because ultimately, the Penside girls are leading. They do not need to go score another goal. They just need to defend the lead. All the pressure now is on the A side girls. Coach Louise in the dugout by the touchline is asking her team to go win some short corners. They obviously back their PC attack team, and they won a penalty corner. A-side girls, beginning of the fourth chukker with a PC to start off. Let's see if they can convert this opportunity to open up the game even more and bring it to 1-1. Ultimately, this is not what you want as the leading team. So for everybody watching at home, if you are the leading team, and make sure that you're making those tackles and you're meeting the attacker outside of the circle, so that you do not concede the PC.
Ooh. Good first wave run, but then unfortunately it does come off her stick, so it's an attacking free hit just outside the D.
And they've got Alexa Knott on the ball, and she drives, she takes the ball quickly and she drives. Emily Besaidon on the ball. Can she win another PC? Good defense. And they win another PC. Another penalty corner for the A-side girls. Gotta say, Jade is ready for these PCs, as she doesn't want anything to go into her goal box.
Execution on the push let them down last time. Let's see if that is better in this push, and maybe they can execute.
High pressure moment. Push goes short to Nina Adlam. Intercepted. Oh, it is a wonderful piece of defense from the Penside girls.
Carrot. Maxine has just commented, "Go girls, hashtag Western Province Pens." Now, why I mention that is because, if I read this correctly, Maxine is Jade's relative, could be her mother. If it is, your daughter has been an absolute stalwart in the goals for the Pens.
I think we have to rename Jade and give her a new name. We'll call her the Wall, because nothing is coming past the wall. The shot stopper. And if it is 2 minutes to go in this chukker, the Province Pens girls are still leading 1-0. And it's a long corner. It's a long corner. The umpire on the far side gives a long corner to the Penside girls. Alex Wilkin on the ball. Is she going to drive? Is she going to recycle? Gives an inch perfect pass into the pocket. Unfortunately hits her back stick, and Emily Poseidon on the ball. Unfortunately gives it a bit too far ahead of Amy Smith. Reiterating back to the comment I tried to make, if the Penside girls are still 1-0 ahead with 2 minutes to go, if you were the A-side coach, would you take off the keeper and put on another outfield player to go and look to get you an extra goal, or would you just play it with your goalkeeper?
I would do it with more than 2 minutes to go. I would do it with about 5 minutes to go, because it always takes the team about a minute or two to actually figure out who's what and who needs to do what, unless you've chatted about it in great detail and maybe even practice it in a practice match. But I would definitely do it. 1-0 down, 5 minutes to play, got nothing else to lose. The worst that can happen is you're already losing, so the worst that could happen is that you concede a goal, or the best thing that could happen is you score another goal. And if you do score a goal, then I would keep doing it. I wouldn't put my goalie back on and take the draw. I'd keep on going, put the hammer down. See, Province A have come away with a short corner again. Let's see if they can convert this one. Or is the wall going to stand in their way?
It's no longer the showstopper, it's the shot stopper. With the previous PCs, the injection was a bit below par. Can we see if they rectify that and inject properly? Good injection. And what a save. They don't even need the keeper. The defender, the right prong, stick in the air, deflects the ball over the crossbar. And they get another PC. The Pens goal was not 5. Deliberate breakdown of play. And if you have a flick in your team, would you let your flicker flick, or would you look to go for a variation?
In this instance, I think unfortunately the push has been not the best, but I would definitely go with your number one, your banker, which it looks like this time. Oh, variation.
Right, left.
Jade again. And unfortunately put it on a defender's foot. So yeah, to go back, there's always a one short corner you're going to practice the most. Most teams, that's a flick, and that's the one that you want in pressure situations to stand up and go, I'll take it. But if things aren't working, then you might need a variation, which the last one was. Let's see what happens this time. Push, goes to the short side, pushes in, slap,
Oi!
And wide.
And Nina Adlam puts the slap just wide of the upright.
Pens are holding on here. 6 minutes to go. Can they do it? Being good for their money in defense. Slowing it down nicely. Very clever. Taking their time with the full press coming from the Province A side. Whoops. A little bit of a accidental trip, I think.
Mia Andrew on the ball gives a dangerous pass to her teammates, and it is a free hit to the Pens girls. Captain Alex Wilkin on the ball, taking her time, assessing her options. And for me, Emily Poseidon in this last chukker has been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, attacking the D. Always wanted to be part of the play. Got the grit between her teeth and wanting to go forward and get her team.
And they scored with 5 minutes left. Amy Smith with a late lead in front of the defender puts the ball onto the backboard, and I cannot believe it. And the wall has been beaten.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was only a matter of time, I felt. Unfortunately, that was going to happen. The pressure that was coming from the Province A side was just constant.
Emily Becerra getting a bit frustrated. The tempers are high. It's 1-1. There's 5 minutes left to play in the final chukker. All going to come down to which team wants this more. At the moment, it looks like it's the Province A girls who are ramping up the pressure. They want that second goal. They are playing this game for Anthony so that he can get that 2-1 prediction.
Your 2-1 prediction's also still on the cards. So we're both still in it.
The Pens girls got to play. They got to push hard.
Must say
they get a W on the field, and then they can get a W for me as well with the score prediction.
Tempo of the game has definitely picked up now.
That was superb bit of skill by the Pens girls. Can see that the Province boys, before their next game, are supporting their fellow Province camaraderies. Another high ball. You know, and as an umpire, you should probably hear this quite often. The overhead rule. In my opinion, in this game, the overhead rule has not been applied correctly, because it is a dangerous skill, and Sienna Gracer almost wins a PC and another attacking opportunity for the Pens girls. And it's in. And it is a PC for the Pens girls, getting a foot off their captain, Nina Adlam.
Yeah, just to go back to your quick question, there's the overhead rule is one rule that we need to chat about a lot as umpires, and being an umpire myself and actually being in charge of the umpires this week, is we could be here all night. We could be here until tomorrow chatting about that rule. And it's just the interpretation of each umpire which we're trying to get so that we're all on the same page. So with less than 2 minutes on the clock and the Pens having a short corner, don't know how many short corners the Pens have actually had in this game, but are they going for a banker? They've set up one castle.
Let's push. Good wide to Sienna Gracer, and a hit.
It's a fantastic save. Another chance.
Oi, and Alex Wilkins puts it onto the stick of Nina Adlam to win a long corner, but Emily Adams with a phenomenal save keeps her side in the game.
Basically telling Jane, whatever you do, I can also do. Two keepers are having a great
Maria Ings into the D, and a save by Emily Adams again, closing down the space, puts the striker under immense pressure, and it's turnover after turnover. And here comes the Province A girls in the left-hand corner, trying to look to drive the baseline. Gets intercepted. Ooh, and a free hit out for the Pens girls with 20 seconds left to play. It looks like neither of us will be taking the W on the prediction unless something phenomenal happens, like Sienna Gracer applying pressure in the right-hand corner. Maria Ings on the ball, and 3.
With that game, actually the scoreline, you know what, I think that's a fair scoreline. Both teams threw everything they had into it. Jade at the back for the Pens, absolutely amazing. My goal of the match, definitely. Your thoughts, just to wrap it up quickly for the game?
Ultimately, I don't know what's worse. I like to win, and I can take a loss, but a draw is a funny feeling in the stomach. However, I think it is a fair result towards both teams. The Penn side showed grit. Penn side showed a lot of grit and a lot of heart in this game, bringing it to the A side goals, and the A side goals in that last chucker, bringing up the heat, and almost came away with the victory. That is it from myself, Gerard, and from Ant. We had the pleasure of speaking to you guys, and hope you have a fantastic rest of the day.
Yeah, you need to slow because I just did 4 in a row and I'm fuck tired and I hardly spoke. Listen, it was awesome. The next game,